Breaking news, my lovely, wonderful people. Our brothers, so no be small thing, APC secure victory at tribunal. Miyetti, they are set to establish vigilante all over the state. Miyetti looking forward to setting up vigilante because they say they want to be the one to, uh, protect Nigerians, that things are not going well and they want to, help in this stead. They want to do what they can. But the truth of the matter is when Buhari came, Buhari left governance to say they want to saying he wanted to set up Ruga. And Nigerians began to wonder, what's this Ruga all about? When did we have this Ruga discussion with you that has become so important, so paramount that is all you're thinking about? That's all you're saying. What's with this Ruga thing? As if that is not enough, as if that is not, that's not enough. It came up and it said they want to do this, do that, create a part all over the 36 states of the 36 state of the federation, including the Federal Capital Territory. That the map has been there for the Fulani headsmen, and you could just see the Fulani agenda written all over the wall. Nigerians, both past and present politicians fought at it, and at the end of the day, he's out of the way. However, Fulani headsmen, Miyetti has not given up, and they are still very big on establishing vigilantes so that they can be the one to oppress and look after the people, in quote and unquote. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Insecurity. Miyetti set to establish vigilante nationwide. The Fulani Social-Cultural Organization Association, Miyetti Kutahord, has announced the establishment of a nationwide security outfit to assist security agencies in curbing criminalities such as cattle ranchers, kidnappers, and rural banditry confronting the country. The association asked the Inspector General of Police (IGP) to take proactive measures to protect Fulani patronists across the country from ethnic minorities and state-sponsored vigilantes who are against them. This was contained in a communication signed by the National President Alhaji Abdulrahim Badajo, National Secretary Engineer Sali Halasanan, and National Deputy President Musa Abdulrakim at the end of the annual general meeting in Abuja yesterday. The communication further demands an end to the continuous profiling of the Fulani race by some media organization, particularly social media, and urge the press to investigate the veracity of their stories before going to press to risk legal action. According to the group, delegates viewed the continuous policies of segregation by some state governors stating and seeking to criminalize the economic livelihood of patronists through the enchantment of anti-grazing law as the most wicked act any government can do to the economic interest of the Fulanis, who are basically patronists. The communication unanimously condemned the total rejection of repositioning and appreciation law and called on National Assembly to come to the rescue of the patronists and insecurity raging their communities, calling on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to come to their aid and ensure that they are protected because they feel threatened and they feel that their lives is at stake, with which many of them do not have a place to go. So this is what is happening. Okay, this is what is going on. Okay, we just need to ensure that we make things right. We just need to ensure that things are done properly. The Fulanis, have complained that they feel neglected. So, my lovely people, these are some of the terrain that we find ourselves. These are some of the things happening. And it is really, 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 overwhelming that such things are still going on and really nobody is able to curb this. There is nothing wrong, I'll state it categorically clear, with the Fulani headsmen carrying on with their trade. By all means, they should. By all means, they should carry out the trade that has been handed down to them from generation to generation. However, not at the expense of the nation. Nigeria as a country is not the country with the most producing beef, milk, and other products that comes from meat or from cattle rearing. Go to other nations and see. They have what we call a proper ranching system. It even helps the animals to be fatter, more well-fed, and they spend less energy moving around, so they become lean, and their meat is not as productive as it should be. There is what we call the ranching system. You go to Denmark, you don't see cattle roaming around the street. It doesn't work. It does not happen. You don't even know where the cattle are. Maybe by the time you're driving past the countryside, then you begin to see them here and there, all display around, probably the small ruminants like sheep and goats feeding. But other than that, you don't see them anywhere around the road. In Nigeria, in the Federal Capital Territory, I'm talking about Abuja, you see cows crossing the road and you are wondering, what's going on here? You'll be wondering to yourself, is everything all right? Cattle crossing the road. Cattle crossing the road. Then you'll be asking yourself, what's going on here? And because, governors have come up, states have come up with laws, especially in the South. Benue is suffering a lot from it. Anti-grazing law. And guess what? Buhari's government did absolutely, completely nothing. Absolutely, completely nothing. Trading the lives of people for cattle. And yet nobody says anything. It's all right. And now they are asking, saying they want to have an opportunity to be able to, establish cattle ranching all over the nation. And one is asking, for what? For what purpose, sweetheart, if we may ask? For what exactly? Say they want to be vigilante. So what happened to the security agencies we have? When Amuteku came up the other time, when Amuteku started, guess what? It was the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, who fought against it. And I can tell you, go and do your own investigations. If Buhari was around, then Amuteku wouldn't have stand. It was because he was out of the country and Osibanjo, presided over that matter. Leave us a comment. God bless. Bye for now.